On behalf of the entire Fort Meade Alliance Board of Directors, welcome to our meet and greet for the newest FMA member benefit, the FMA Academy. As I mentioned before, I'm Tim O'Farrell, General Manager here at the Fort Meade Alliance. And behind the scenes today, we have our FMA Education and Workforce Development Director, Jen Munt, and FMA Associate, Montorius Howard. In May, we announced the start of the FMA Academy, a partnership with 5 educational institutions offering classes, evaluation, and training to FMA member companies with options to meet individual or group needs. The FMA Academy encourages and provides pathways for member companies to invest in training up their workforce through a series of educational discounts and perks that range from discounts up to 15% off some courses to company-wide assessments and training. Our program today will begin with a panel discussion with the educational partners who have made the FMA Academy possible. Each partner will spend a few minutes discussing their specific programming, followed by breakout rooms. In those breakout rooms, you'll be able to join each room and learn more about the individual offerings and those details. I will note, unfortunately, UMBC training centers were not able to join us this morning, but you can find additional details about their offerings on our website. Speaking of our website, we are recording today's webinar and we'll post it there. If you have a friend or colleague who you think should take advantage of this incredible offering presented by our partners today, please share it with them once it is up. We have a lot to cover today, so let's get started. First, I'd like to invite our presenters from each of the education institutions. I would like to announce who each of our education institutions are and who all of our panelists, and ask them to turn their cameras on so we can do some quick introductions. First up, we have Tom Kondrasky, Vice President of Business Development at Cybrary. Tom is joined by Amanda Davi, Cybrary's Director of Business Development. We also have Shantae Rivers, the Continuing Education Senior Relationship Manager and Career Consultant, joining us from Towson University's Continuing and Professional Studies. We also have Emily Ferguson, Assistant Vice President, Client Relations Management, and Christine Lakata Hong, Senior Account Manager for Corporate Learning Solutions of the University of Maryland Global Campus. And we also have Betty Noble, the Acting Dean for Business and Computer Division, Systems Division, and Professor for Life Coaching and Entrepreneurial Studies at Howard Community College. So thank you all for being here today. I want to get started with our first presentation. And I would like to invite Amanda from Cybrary up. I ask that other presenters turn off their cameras for the time being, then I'll call you to start the presentation for each of your group. So Amanda, you're first.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for the introduction. Again, my name is Amanda and I'm the Director of Business Development here at Cybrary. So we are extremely excited to be a part of this great new initiative. And during my brief presentation today, I'll just be really touching on the problems that Cybrary is solving for our clients and give a little bit more detail into that offering. And as Tim said, we'll be in the breakout rooms to answer any additional questions. And so before I really kick off, if you aren't familiar with Cybrary, we are a cybersecurity and IT focused workforce development platform. We are a global organization, but we are located in the College Park area in Maryland. All right. So as I mentioned, we are specifically focused on the workforce development needs of cybersecurity and IT teams. So if you don't particularly represent that department, I'm sure that your organization has these types of concerns, and cybersecurity is definitely top of mind for the world at this point. And so when speaking to specifically cybersecurity leaders, we know that they have a ton on their plates. COVID, of course, made this even more complicated. And while as a leader, you're trying to manage the necessities, the cybersecurity landscape is continuing to evolve and become extremely complex. And so that's something that we completely understand and empathize with, and having a training solution that ensures your team is ahead of those risks is extremely important. So again, back to the people, they are the first line of defense for any organization. And we really like to focus on the 3 pillars of cybersecurity, which are people, processes, and technology. And your people can become some of the greatest risks, but processes and technologies are great, but at the end of the day, you need the people with the right skills to implement them. And that's where we really focus in on. So I know I don't need to go too in depth here. Most people understand the general risk of not being skilled up within the cyber realm, but now more than ever, businesses are really starting to understand this as it's in headline news every day. Just really honing in on protecting your organization from those types of attacks starts with the people. So again, who are we and why should you care about this? So again, we are Cybrary, the leading cybersecurity workforce development platform, and our Cybrary for Teams offering specifically is what we're here to talk about today. And we really enable leaders and organizations to identify the skill gaps that put their organizations at risk. So we combine courses with in-demand skills that are covered within certification-based labs, lots of hands-on learning experiences. And our main goal at the end of the day is that your cyber and IT teams are stacked up with the right skills to help prepare them to meet these modern threats. And the way that we go about doing this, we really emphasize development in our platform for a reason. We understand that sometimes the word training can lead to, the mindset of maybe a one-off course or certification, but we're really here to help provide direction for the long term and help skill up these individuals that are on your team to meet those challenges. And we understand that cybersecurity is constantly in flux. So that's why we partner with all different organizations and different vendors to really create this ever growing catalog. And this is something that I can talk more about in the breakout rooms. But we partner with you to really provide insight into your team's skill sets within the cyber and IT realm, and then even prescribe pathways and different solutions specific to your team and your goals. So through that, we work with you again to define those specific goals and objectives. We can custom build team development strategies that are tailored to your business needs. We can track teams' learning and offer suggestions for improvement. We can make adjustments as necessary. This is very much a partnership, and we really hone in on that relationship to help really take as much of the burden of curating different types of curriculums and really aligning to the business. So with that, I know that was a lot of information at once, but we'll be in those breakout rooms. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to join us in there, and happy to pull up the platform and give a brief demo as well. And that is it for Cybrary.
Thank you, Amanda. All right, we're going to move on to our next presentation, and that'll, I'd like to welcome Shante back to the screen. Shante will now share about Towson's continuing and professional studies.
Good morning. Is the screen showing okay?
Shows perfect.
Okay, good. Thank you again for having me. I'm excited to share some information about Towson University Continuing and Professional Studies and some of the benefits that members will have access to. As mentioned, I'm the Senior Relationships Manager and Career Consultant at the Continuing and Professional Studies at Towson University. Some of the corporate partner benefits that Towson Continuing and Professional Studies will be offering is 20% off in-class courses, 20% off online certification courses, and 10% off of our fundamental courses. This part of Towson University is professional development non-credit courses. Our courses lead to industry certifications. We are the part that is like a value add to most individuals who are looking to advance their careers, that are looking to change maybe a different path. And this is the part that Towson offers to those individuals. One area that we are offering courses in is business management. One of our more popular courses is project management. We are aligned with the Project Management Institute. We are a registered educational provider, which means that our material is directly aligned with those requirements that is set out by PMI. So if an individual is interested in getting certified in PMP, we have excellent in-class courses as well as online courses. We just started a course in June, and our next course is September 21st. And I can provide more information during the breakout about instructors, about class size, any questions that you may have. Another one of our most popular courses is human resources. Again, if you're looking to get certified with HRCI or certified with SHRM, our courses are directly aligned with both organizations. We find that a lot of professionals that are in these particular fields or looking to pursue careers in these areas, certifications are in tremendous demand. We just started a course June 19th, and our next course will be October the 2nd. And these are instructor-led courses for these dates. As I mentioned, we do offer self-paced courses. So if your schedule does not permit for you to attend a scheduled course, we do offer those self-paced courses as well. Some of the other courses listed here, we offer courses in Lean Six Sigma, Microsoft Office, professional bookkeeping, Microsoft Project, marketing certified professionals. That's just a few. We do offer more. The next area we offer certifications in is in health and medical courses. Our biggest course in that particular area is our certified medical coding course. Our next class is September the 13th. This course prepares students to become certified coders. We go through all of the requirements set out by AAPC. The exam is included in this particular course, so it's a one-stop shop for this certification. And it's very popular. We find during the pandemic, a lot of people wanted to change careers and get into healthcare, and this is one of the biggest ones that we've seen enrollments increase in. Some of the other courses that we have is our online certified clinical medical assistants. We offer medical billing. We offer certified electronics health records and pharmacy tech. Again, some of our more popular courses. Our next area is information technology. We do offer our CompTIA bundle course, which is our CompTIA Plus and Security Plus course, where we prepare individuals to get certified in those 3 areas. You can also take one off. You do not have to take the bundle, but the pricing is at an advantage if you do choose to move forward with the bundle. And some of the other pods in IT is a CISSP, Oracle, and Certified Ethical Hacker. Some of the fundamental courses, these are smaller courses, a little less expensive. Sometimes you're just looking to, get your skill set up in some different areas. We offer business communication suite, human resource management suite, project management, supply chain, writing essentials, and as you see, a few others here. And because we are the arm of Towson, we have the flexibility to offer tailored learning. So if there's a need out there that is not listed or something you're thinking that your employees need or you need as an individual, I am the person to discuss those needs with. And what we do is we figure out if we can assist with that. But we do have a lot of tools to help with development of employees. Certification is being one of the biggest ones, but we do find that the need to do some specialized training is out there, which we have done with a few organizations. And we can also come into organizations if the demand is there to offer training on site. I will be available to answer any questions during the breakout, and that's all I have for you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Shantae. Thank you very much. Next, we are going to hear from Christine Okada Huang from the University of Maryland Global Campus. Christine? And I apologize, I'm just tripping on your last name.
It's okay, Quang. I'll introduce myself in just a second once I pull up these slides. Good morning, everyone. And thank you so much for including us in this presentation. As Tim introduced me, my name is Christine Licata Huang, and I serve as the Senior Account Manager here at UMGC, who is the privilege to work most closely with Fort Meade Alliance colleagues. I'm excited to talk to you about our university and how to take advantage of the education benefits between our two organizations. I'll walk through super briefly a step-by-step guide a little bit for how to get started so you can go a little bit further in your career with UMGC. To get us started, I do want to share a brief bit about the University of Maryland Global Campus in case you might not be familiar with us. We've got an enrollment of some 90,000 students. UMGC offers open access with a global footprint and a specific mission to meet the learning needs of students whose responsibilities may include jobs, families, or military service. The university offers both undergraduate and graduate degree and certificate programs, including doctoral programs. We're a pioneer in distance education since 1947. And UMGC today is harnessing the power of learning science and technology to deliver high quality, low cost, accessible higher education. We are a partner, or we are a part of the University System of Maryland, which means we're a state institution that's regionally accredited. Our students are working adults with vibrant careers and professional goals. Our courses and degrees are created with this in mind. Additionally, more than half of our student population are also active duty military members, reservists, and veterans, and their family members. It's a large part of who we are, how we are founded, and we make it a priority to continue this core mission into the current day. We host and execute world-renowned programs in cybersecurity and IT, and offer over 90 degrees, certificates, and specializations. Available programs cover a wide range of in-demand disciplines like business, information technology, cybersecurity, and more. And kind of on the screen, you'll see just the kind of the themes. I call them, little education buckets. Like these are the big kind of overall programs that we've got at UMGC available to you with many degree options within. And so whether you're looking to complete one course to sharpen a skill, or you're looking to make some strategic career decisions with a full degree, we've got options available for you. And I wanted to talk a little bit more specifically about the partnership benefits available to you all as employees of FMA member organizations. And as a result, you can save up to 25% on out-of-state tuition for most programs at UMGC. The discount applies to degrees, certificates, and specializations with just a few exclusions. And I'll show you your partner page a couple of times, but it's listed at the bottom. We'll go through. You can complete almost any UMGC program entirely online, which is a huge benefit. No matter where in the world you are at any time, you can hop in our courses. Also, if you're a new student, you can save $50 when you apply with our application fee waiver. But regardless of the program that you choose, all of these are available to you. And before we kind of wrap up really quickly, I just wanted to brush a bit about our tuition structure. The rate in the yellow box is highlighted to show what you save as an employee of a Fort Meade Alliance member organization. You'll be charged the lowest cost appropriate option available to you. So for example, if you're a Maryland resident or an active duty military member, you'd be charged those tuition rates instead of the discounted out-of-state rate. But you can see the various rates for graduate and undergraduate coursework listed per credit hour here. Most of the undergraduate courses are 3 credits and can vary up to 6, and a lot of our graduate courses are about 6 credits. In addition to the discounted tuition rates, you can save money with our electronic resources and our personalized student support. Our electronic resources are provided for all undergraduate courses and nearly every graduate course at no cost, and are immediately available through your online classroom, which is a huge, huge benefit. Our student success coaches are also here to help you from application to graduation. And we're really proud to work with that team and know you'll love taking advantage of their support and wisdom. And so I do want to invite you to please reach out and let us know how we can best serve you. Feel free to call or email us, browse your partner page, which is listed at the bottom of the screen, or you can take a photo of this QR code and I'll take you right there. But thank you so much for hosting us and including the University of Maryland Global Campus as a partner institution.
Christine, thank you for your presentation. And last but not least, it's our pleasure to introduce Betty Noble with Howard Community College. Welcome, Betty.
Morning, everyone. I'm going to share my screen, but before I do that, I want to thank FMA and the Fort Meade Alliance for inviting us. And my conversation with all of you is going to be very specific to one subject, although I will answer questions about any subject when we're in the breakout rooms. But I'm going to talk to you today about entrepreneurship. So, Jen, do one of you have the slides?
Yes, I do. I will pull them up and screen share those slides so that you can just let me know when you want to advance.
Yes. So this has been one of those mornings, everybody, when from the time I got up at 4:30 until right now, there's been challenges. So I bring that up because I think that the challenges in the world help us to solve problems, and that's what entrepreneurship is about. I am the acting dean of the Business and Computer Systems Division at Howard, and I'm going to start by telling you a quick story, which is the story of how we got to the Center for Entrepreneurial and Business Excellence. When I started working at the college 16 years ago, we created a course called Entrepreneurship and Creativity. And that was way before entrepreneurship sort of became the thing or one of the sexy things to talk about. You know, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an innovator, I started a small business. All of that 16 years ago wasn't as present in the environment as it is today. Nonetheless, we had this course, and the major deliverable of the course was a rocket pitch, very similar to Shark Tank. And that's what the students spend 40% of the course objectives on, developing a business idea and putting it into this rocket pitch where they compete in their classes and then move on to a big event that we have once a semester. So I probably taught the course 4 or 5 times, and I was a faculty member at that point. And a couple of students said to me, you know, it's really great to hear all this stuff about how to do a business plan and how to put an idea together, but I want to know how to do it for my business. I don't care about my buddy sitting 3 rows away who wants to open a restaurant. I want to open up an IT consulting startup, for example. And so we heard that so much that I started thinking about with our team, what could we do to customize it? And that's where we have gotten to our individualized program, which I'll explain more in depth in the breakout group. But you can go to the next slide, Jen, thank you. But to give you just an overview of that program, it focuses on developing both the entrepreneur and their business idea. I'm sure most of you that are in education would agree that our responsibilities to our students aren't just content, they're about personal development. You can have the greatest business idea in the world, but if you don't have the skills and the personal wherewithal to develop a business, you're not going to be able to do it, and vice versa. So we put coaches in place to open up the self-awareness of the students who wanted to start their own business. And I'm a certified coach myself, and at this point, we probably have 5 or 6 coaches around our program who are actually certified coaches. And again, that was before coaching became the thing. You know, coaching now means multiple things to many different people. And I hesitate to say that sometimes those words get thrown around and used by people who are not skilled in doing that work. Our very first course in our what we call our individualized program is an entrepreneurial assessment, which is required by every student who comes into the program. It's a 1-credit course. We also can offer it as non-credit. And it's an exploration of oneself and one's business idea so that there could be a roadmap created that supports their pathway to opening a successful business. They work with the coach on it. It's a 1-credit, so it lasts about 5 weeks. And that launches the roadmap that they can take with them or that they can continue to be a part of at Howard Community College. The other part I wanted to add that happened around the same time was Babson College, which is up in Wellesley, Massachusetts. I'm sure you've heard of it. And they were launching a brand new entrepreneurship program. And we became a partner of theirs. And for several years, our students would transfer up there after getting their associate's degree. And if they transferred mid-year, all of their expenses except their tuition was paid for by Babson via scholarships. And the little secret, which is not a big secret, is they emptied out a lot of dorm space in December, and they wanted to get students to fill those empty seats. So that was a business decision on their part. So the skills that we emphasize in the program are skills that are usable in the world in most situations. They don't necessarily continue to own this business. Some of them start a business on Etsy, for example, which of course has become very relevant during the pandemic and post-pandemic. We feel like we give them skills that will last a lifetime, like how to lead, how to collaborate, how to manage oneself, how to be resilient. And so these skills are needed by employers everywhere. I'm sure that you would appreciate that. Okay, last slide. Thank you. So this is the startup path. And this is kind of our objectives for the beginning of our program. We knew that we couldn't serve everybody. So we developed the idea on a napkin, which I talk about all the time now, and people laugh at me, but that's who we serve primarily. Somebody who has an idea and doesn't know what in the world to do with it. Lots of other places, including some of our other colleges in the area, who help you if you have a business plan, or if your business is 3 years old and you want help with it. So we found that a lot of, particularly our younger students, say 17 to 25, and our students who are approaching retirement, like the idea on a napkin, because that's all they've got. And they want somebody to help them along the way. So we assess the idea, we help them develop the opportunity, we help them plan, and then launch. And once they're launched, we refer them to other resources. So that's a little bit about our individualized program. In addition to that, we have a certificate in entrepreneurship, a letter of recognition, and all of our courses are included as part of our general studies, business leadership, technology pathways. That degree is included in the pathway. So they can transfer. I'm having a little trouble with all my loving educational partners in getting the individualized courses to transfer, because as you can imagine, they're very non-traditional, but we've made it work with a couple of four-year schools. So I think I've probably overextended my time after being late in the first place. So I'll say, see you in the breakout room.
Thank you, Betty. And thank you to each of our presenters for providing those overviews of your programs.